Well, today the Mercury Marine destination takes us east to Woodstock, New Brunswick to fish the St. Johns River. Charlie fuels up the Dodge and heads out to christen his new Crestliner Raptor. Muskie fishing with Clark Rayner, chairman of the St. Johns River chapter of Muskies Canada. Christen the boat indeed. This is a fantastic fishery that is sure to more than grab your attention. These fish are big, aggressive, and well worth the drive. Stay tuned for this action-packed episode this week on Fishful Thinking. Fishful Thinking is brought to you by Mercury, Crestliner Boats, Dodge Trucks, and Dickies.
That has to be the fish we just saw, Clark.
I would say so.
Nice. You know what? If it wasn't for these glasses, being able to see that fish, I would have never been able to drop that bait into a bit of a... I didn't even get a figure eight. I got an L out of them.
Well, I saw him...
Oh, no. Oh, well. That didn't take long to get things started anyway.
I think it's the partner you're in the boat with. I've been having a hard time getting them in. I would say that fish was close to a 40-inch fish.
Yeah,
it was a nice fish.
But he was thick. He was very thick. Yeah, he just fell off.
See if we can put this one in the boat.
Oh, yeah. Man. You're right, there's a lot in here, Clark.
That's a nice fish.
That's a nice fish. Well, this feels better than the one I lost this morning, and you just lost one right in here. Maybe this was yours.
It could very well be.
Not a beautiful fish.
I think there's more fish than just that one.
Look at the girth on that. I can't believe this. How long have these muskies been here and no one's been fishing for them?
Well, we just started in 04. I can't get your net locked here. There we go. You let me know when you're ready.
He's not ready yet. You know what? If he gets off, he gets off. I'm not, I just like having a good look at them. He's just waking up.
That's a nice fish.
That's solid. These are girthy fish. He hit that on the pause. I started working this like a jerk bait.
Yeah. Well, he definitely was active. We'd seen that fish definitely once before. Nice fish.
The person holding it under water. Now I'm going to give this just a second more and risk getting this off. Let me swing this right up once more.
Okay.
And then I'll swing it right to you, Clark. That's a thick, thick fish. There we go. Awesome.
There we go.
That should have been our third fish today, but we'll take the first one in the boat.
Hey, it's a nice fish to start with.
Look at the size of this fish.
Isn't that nice?
Wow, that's got to be 20 pounds easy. Well, I won't even put a weight. Look at the girth on that. I cannot believe the girth on these things.
That's our typical summer fish in the St. John River.
You're kidding me.
That's a normal girth for that's an early season fish here.
Wow.
They're very healthy, very large growing strain of muskies.
These are like our late fall.
Do you notice the scarring on that fish?
Yeah.
Look at the scarring on that. I'm not even sure what they come from. Some people kind of guess cormorants that might do that, or they might be fighting amongst each other. We're not sure.
They get scarred up so much as young fish, and you'd be surprised how bad they get beat up in spawning time.
Yeah.
They just chew on each other, you know? You know, and this raptor, I'm sure you noticed when you saw this boat, you probably thought, oh great, I'm going to be fishing in a walleye boat, but it's got a bass-type casting deck on the front of it.
It's a great boat. Very fishable, lots of room.
Wow, thank you, Clark. This is great. Well, and we missed one like this morning. You just missed one like this now.
This is
might have been
this is our third opportunity this morning, so we've had a pretty decent start to the day.
Yeah, there he goes.
Perfect.
Beautiful. Thick, thick, thick fish. Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for having me on your show.
Oh, we're going to have more than that. I hope. Unless the weather holds out.
Hey, we're just getting started.
We're just getting started.
Typically when I see a fish in our waters, we find that they kind of have a tendency to flare once they see the boat. So if I see a fish coming in, immediately what I try to do is I try to get the bait down away from the boat a ways, and I actually take and I turn it, but I give it a little speed.
So you like getting that away from the boat?
Exactly. And if I've got any opportunity at all to get that fish, that will trigger them. We don't get a lot of figure 8 fish in here, but we do take the odd one, but they definitely seem to be scared of the boat when they get in. And
well, you're doing enough of it that you're almost doing it after every cast, so it must be that productive that it's worth doing.
I always do an L, and if I'm fishing a little bit deep water, I have a tendency to do 2 or 3 turns, because I have seen them appear from time to time. If I think we're on a good spot, it might just be it might be one or 2, and on the outside of my turn, I'll just bring it up a little bit, and sometimes you'll see if he's coming up a little bit, you'll get a flash from him. But
now, some of your new members, what's the biggest mistakes they make? They're not using big enough lures, too light a tackle?
No, I don't think so. I think a lot of it is speed related. I think when our water gets warm, our fish are triggered by speed. There's a lot of food here, but I have a tendency of fishing quite fast and real erratic with the baits. And I find it triggers the fish pretty well. Sometimes a little bit of bottom contact will work. Just anything you can do to think of that might just trigger a fish. A change in retrieve speed on the retrieve.
Yeah.
Just anything that's erratic, or give that bait a little bit of a fleeing action or whatever. He's still there. He's still there.
Man.
He's still on you.
Oh,
keep it going. Keep it going. Come on, big guy. Snap that. Oh, I think he's still there, isn't he?
He's gone.
He's gone. Yep.
Oh, same spot.
Thought he was going to hit that.
Same spot. Okay, he'll be back. He was on fire. We were looking for your bait to float up after you broke it off.
He's back there. I'm kind of there watching the bait at the same time, so I don't lose it at the same time. But the last thing we're doing is leaving that muskie.
We'll get him next pass through. If your equipment's not locked down, someone's going to steal it, especially your valuable trolling motor. You look at a lock like this, think, I'm in great shape, I'm locked in. Not at all. If you've got a lock like this, if anybody can get a set of bolt cutters around that, it's gone in seconds. I guarantee it. One of the best locks you want to use for your trolling motor is the same as you'd use for the tongue of your trailer, one of the coupling locks. And let me show you exactly what that looks like when it's in here. There's just no room to get the bolt cutters in. Now, when this one's in place, there's just absolutely nowhere to get a set of cutters in there. There's nothing to grip on. Absolutely one of the best locks you can have. Now, if you're in a pinch and you can't find a coupler lock, as bad as you thought your original lock was, take that lock, add a bunch of stainless steel nuts to this, and what that does is it takes up that valuable open spot. So when you put this back in this position, there's still nowhere to get those bolt cutters. Make no mistake about it. Lock it down. It's going to be there for you the next time you go fishing.
Email or write Fishful Thinking and simply mention this maintenance tip of the week for your chance to win one of 13 tackle packs.
Haven't had a good look at them yet.
See if we can get him up.
Let me get the net. Good going.
Nice to actually get the hooks into one this year.
Would that hit a spinnerbait?
Yeah, I think it's a good fish.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's another real solid fish. Wow, and there's not hardly anybody out here doing this.
They just don't realize that we have this, eh? You gonna go again?
He's not
He's a
ready.
little green yet,
I could have netted him if I wanted to, but if he gets off, he gets off.
People don't realize, and it does, you know yourself, it takes, you got to have patience when you fish muskies. Ready?
Yep, as soon as the head turns this way.
Head
You did
shake.
retie that line with that big nick we saw.
I did, yeah. Whoop.
No, he's not ready
Here,
yet.
I'll swing him around.
We'll let him tire himself out a little bit. We'll go get your big net for the next ones.
Yeah, I think so. Perfect. Oh, that's a good fish.
That's a very solid fish.
Perfect. Let's see if I can't get him unhooked real quick.
So obviously some people do not welcome these fish here.
They're not, because people think that they're eating all the trout and the salmon, but they don't really feed as much as people think they do.
They don't. It's like a big python. They'll eat, then they'll just sit.
Let's see if I can get underneath this gill plate here.
Nice fish. Okay, so much for that bucktail.
That's right, we retime that one.
I don't think a lot of people think about that. Just cut the hook, save the fish, and put a new hook on later.
That's right. They don't cost that much money, really.
No.
There he goes. All right, I'm just let him sit in the water there for a second revive.
Yeah.
Let's get this out of the way. Fortunately, that was the main hook that I cut.
Well, we both missed one. We both got one, so we're doing good.
Oh, this is a heavy fish.
That is a solid fish. Look at that fish.
That's a good old New Brunswick fish. Right
Awesome. Tagged. It's one of your tagged fish.
I think I caught this fish on the spot last year. It's my tag. That is one of my tags. I had tag 100 up through. And
live release works. There's proof. Oh! He's no worse for wear.
There she goes.
As long as it's swimming, we're good. Clark. Excellent.
Man, I feel a lot better after the morning we had.
Yeah, you gotta lose a few once in a
I had
while.
a bit of a rough start, but
Yeah, lose 2, 3, catch a couple. That's musky fishing. But I'm amazed with the size of the fish in here. They're solid fishing. We've got the place to ourselves.
New Brunswick has a very healthy muskie fishery. It's underused. It's being used more all the time as people start understanding that the muskies are here. It's a new fishery for us.
I almost
But catch and release fishing is really catching on here, and it's very important, and that's why we have big fish.
I almost fell over when I looked at the back of my license and it said bag limit's 10.
Yeah.
We're not used to that. They're a protected species where we fish.
Yeah.
And they should be.
It's virtually unprotected in New Brunswick yet. It's an up-and-coming sport fish.